am outside in front of a grocery store in Rome. This is just one of many grocery stores, so you know, you can't base everything off of this, obviously, but you can get sort of the gist of what you might find in the grocery store. Alright, so this is a chip and cracker area. So you recognize brands like Ritz crackers, mini Ritz, but that doesn't mean that necessarily the ingredients are the same, so it's really important to check ingredients and to see. This one says it contains eggs and milk, so you always have to double check all the ingredients and make sure that they are safe. Of course, there's an entire section of nuts, but that's in any grocery store, so not surprising, just actually less options than there would be in the States. There's certainly nuts that are open. That's pretty common though in American grocery stores as well. Bio means that it's organic. As you can see, product biological, and ingredients on the back. Sometimes they'll have them in other languages, like this one. And you can see that the second ingredient list is in English. Over here is yogurt and other dairy products. I'm going to show you that. I can often find yogurt that I trust. Some of these brands are probably familiar to you. Down there, the Allergy and the Activia. So some brands we have in the States, and then other ones I'm just familiar with from having lived in Italy. So they're often safe for me, but I don't have a dairy allergy. They do have coconut milk, and so that's another option of milk that I've seen here. And I'm gonna look and see if there is any other types of milk that I can find. In this case, the frozen veggies, and over here is ice cream, which is always interesting to me because I'm pretty particular with what ice cream I trust. Here's some Haagen-Dazs. I don't know, really, ice cream always depends on your comfort level. But here's, for example, Haagen-Dazs cookies and cream. It's not something I eat typically, but it's always interesting to look at the ingredients and see what they say, see what the warnings are, even where it's processed. You know, it's pretty difficult to find safe ice cream in Italy, if you have a nut allergy, that is. I also don't see any safe dairy options in this particular grocery store for any dairy-free ice cream or any other top 8 allergens. So I think ice cream, at least in this grocery store, is probably not a possibility. But there are many grocery stores. This is just one. All right, here's the pasta. Lots of pasta. You know, I have not seen a lot of Senza products yet. Maybe I haven't hit that area. So right now I just see regular pasta for the most part, or egg pasta. But let's take a look. There is arachide oil, so that's peanut oil. It is used in some restaurants. I was at a restaurant last night where I could eat the pasta, but I could not eat the pizza or the bread because they used peanut oil. So it is something you really need to check. Olive oil is also pretty common and typically what I end up finding, at least for pizza. So anyway, this is just, you know, some of the oils that you might find here. There is sunflower oil that's actually quite common. But this, you can just take a look, see what we have here. All the, you know, typical oils that you would find in the US too, just looking a little bit different. Here's some crackers. It's really hard, I've found in the past, to find things that I trust to be safe for me. I will only eat things that contain olive oil, no other oils when I'm in Italy. Occasionally sunflower seed oil I feel comfortable with, but because all the mixed vegetable oils could contain peanut or arachide oil as well, I I don't do any of the vegetale or mixed oils. Okay, this is interesting because here are some of the other milk options. They're not refrigerated right now. They're just up on this shelf above the baking thing. So there's all sorts of cashew milk and other nut milks, rice milk, soy milk, wheat milk. So there's a number of different milks. So there are some options definitely, which is helpful for those of you who have a dairy allergy. Probably not baking on your vacation, but if you are, this is what the baking section looks like. Here's some other pastas. Let's see, it's mostly like pretty much regular pasta. I'm still looking to see if I can find anything that is wheat-free. I would need to say senza, and I have not seen that. So I'm gonna keep looking and see if I can find anything that is wheat-free for pasta. Okay, so this is the senza gluten-free pasta. So actually this entire section is gluten-free. Pretty much, that's what it looks like. And it looks like there are some other, let's see, what else are they without? So some other dietary things without salt or more salt. Alright, so these are very simple ingredients, and they are gluten-free. Okay, just corn and salt. So there are some products like that over here. In this section, there's definitely become a lot of gluten-free options. If you see something where it says this, you know it's gluten-free. Senza means without, so if you find anything that says senza something on a product, it probably means without, whatever the word following it is. So this whole shelf behind me is all gluten-free options in this grocery store. I didn't find any other senza or without options, but at least there's all of these gluten-free ones. I have trouble finding safe bread in the States, never mind in other countries. So any processed bread usually has traces of something. This one has traces of nuts and traces of milk and sesame and something else I can't see, soy and egg. So not very top 8 allergen free. So bread can be challenging. These are Allergies. They're delicious, and they're usually made with olive oil, so they're something that I can typically find. I always read the ingredients, but they usually are one of the snacks that doesn't have vegetable oil or one of the other mixed oils, so it tends to be a pretty safe thing often to find when you're traveling. Alright, I'm in the meat section, and so you can see all these cold cut meats. You really have to make your own judgment call, I think, on how you feel about the cutting and the process of it. I'm usually comfortable with it, but it's really up to you, I think, to make that decision. Mozzarella, if you can eat dairy, there is plenty of cheese in Italy. And this is one of those areas, so, you know, definitely if you are not dairy-free, check out the mozzarella. So candy is always going to be a challenge until there's more options. Often cookies and candy you should bring from home because there just aren't other options that are safe. I usually always pack chocolate or something that I know is safe and sweet.